Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. This is me, your English instructor Muhammad Hasnain, once again with all of you people. Today we are going to be doing one of the late topics that I had did in the past, but today I'm going to do its parts. Now, last time when I did verbs, as you people remember, so I had a lot of things that I didn't mention. Some things weren't mentioned, some things weren't included, and there were a lot of types, and some people told me that they actually need the types. So here I am. So if you haven't watched my first video about what is verb and how many verbs are there, so if you haven't watched that, watch that, then come to this video. So first of all, we are going to be understanding a little bit more about verbs, that what do they perform with us, and we are going to be discussing some of its type. So first of all, it is quite simple, really simple. You people will understand it. Verbs. Types of verbs. A verb is a word that shows an action or state. Now there is a big problem in our syllabus. Lots of people have this definition in mind that verb is a word that shows action, performance, that it shows those type of things. Actually, it also shows the state of a thing. For example, happened in past, present, future, it also shows that. Happened by whom, happened when, happened by how many amount of people, or the quantity of doers and the work that they are doing. It is also showing all of those things. So let's get into it. So first of all, types of verb. Now there are a total of 9 types of verb. Now all of them include multiple verbs like action verb, state verb, auxiliary verbs, modal verbs, regular verbs, irregular verbs. But today we are going to be discussing the top 2, the top most important ones. So let's go inside of it a bit deeper. So action verbs and state verbs. Now there is a big thing in this thing. Lots of people get confused between state verbs and auxiliary verbs. They get confused. Yes, auxiliary verbs also include some state verbs, but they aren't like state verbs. State verbs has not that much amount of vast different kind of verbs, but auxiliary verbs has a lot of them. So don't get confused in both of them. They both are quite different, not that much, but quite different than each other. Now what is action verb? Action verb is the verb that we know. Like everybody knows about action verb, but other one of them, lots of people don't know about it. So for example, action verbs are those verbs that we use in daily life, like swimming, running, bicycling, eating, etc. These are the things that we use, like we say to someone, he has eaten his food, he has bicycled enough, I am enough with bicycling. We say this type of words. So bicycling here is an action verb. He is doing his work, or he is doing that, he is working. So these are the verbs or the state verbs that show different kind of, for example, doing, or show different kind of actions. These are those type of words. Now state verbs. State verbs actually is quite weird if you ask me. It is like is, am, are state verbs actually. Is, am and are. These are state verbs. Now there is a big chaos in people's mind. They think that when there is a state verb that there has to be an action verb or another type of verb there. But no, there doesn't need to be any kind of other verb there except for state verb. Like he is laughing, he is running, he is working. His, they are going, are. They work, they love to work. Now love is also a different type of verb here. Now there are multiple different types of them. State verb is the most confusing actually. Lots of people get confused in auxiliary verb. Sometimes when we say is, am, are, it is used as auxiliary verb. Sometimes we use it as state verb. State verb and auxiliary verb are two very different things. It is up to the usage, how you use it. So as you people know state verbs and action verbs a lot, you people might already know this. So I'm going to teach you people more things, like as I said about auxiliary verbs, modal verbs. I'm going to teach you those things in the future, and I have already created a series of modal verbs. If you guys want to watch it, you guys can also watch that. So this is all, and I'm going to show you people every single verb and its type in a sequence, in a small manner, in an easy manner, so that you people can understand it. Until my next video of this series, thank you so much and Allah Hafiz.